Okay, so this is the headline today, the end of Sears, malls rotting away. I want to talk about this because I think this is incredible, and I think history oftentimes repeats itself. And if you want to, one of the things Mark Cuban talks about is being in front of technology, and arguably he tries to get way in front of technology. However, I think there's technology right in front of him in the crypto space, and I think there's a massive lesson to be learned here. And it's always easy to look back and see trends and developments, but it's hard to know what the future is going to hold. But I do think the past oftentimes holds a hint. By the way, I'm currently using the crypto browser. Loving this browser. It's awesome. It's lightweight, it's fast, it works exactly like Chrome. It's awesome. I'll put a link down in the description. I want to talk about this for a moment though. The end of Sears. This kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I mean, it wasn't totally shocking with Amazon, but let's just talk about this for a moment. Then we're going to talk about some parallels in technology. So Sears plans to shut down 72 more stores with closings sales starting in the near future. Sears has identified 100 unprofitable stores. It will begin closing sales at 72 of these stores in the near future. Wow. Plans to shut down 72 stores. You can read this article, by the way. It's currently on Drudge Report. We continue to evaluate our network. They're basically losing money big time. Sears was the Amazon of the 1930s. Where's the retailer today? That's important. Was the Amazon. What makes Amazon better? It solves a lot of problems. It's more efficient. The key word there, it's more efficient, and it allows for far greater conveniences. Two major problems. Sears and Kmart at one time operated 894 stores at the end of the first quarter. I think this is fascinating. The CEO of Sears right now, basically, he owns a hedge fund. He's the biggest debtor to Sears, meaning he has a company that is loaning and has line of credit basically to Sears. This guy is looking to make money off of every angle from the fall of Sears. He's the biggest debtor, meaning the company that one of the companies he controls or he's a part of is a single biggest lender to Sears. It talks about it in this article. He also owns a real estate company that owns a lot of the land that Sears stores are built on. He's also the chief executive officer of Sears right now. And basically, he's offering them money to sell off different parts of the store, the board, to allow his companies to buy different parts of the store. And it's looking like, Sears is on its way out of business if you read this article. But here's the thing, Sears has sold their Craftsman brand to Black & Decker. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but look, growing up on the farm, Craftsman wrenches were the best wrenches there were, and you could only get them at Sears. That was a hallmark. And it's just unbelievable that they've had to sell off things like the Craftsman brand, and they're talking about selling off, I think it was their Kenmore appliance brand as well. But think about this for a moment. Just a few years ago, 40 years ago, well, heck, down in this article it said, check this out. If you were an investor, investing in blue chip stocks, a decade or two ago, let's see, where's it at? It mentioned it down here somewhere. I thought that's crazy to think about. I was talking about the share price. The share price, where's it at? I'm not seeing it right now. I want to say it said a decade ago the share price was about $100 a share, and today it's down to just around $3. It's in this article somewhere, but it's down around $3. That is, wow, that's a 97% loss. If you were an investor holding, blue chip Sears stock a decade or 2 decades ago, you had something that was considered solid. Like that was considered, look, in 1969, Sears built the Sears Tower. Sears Tower, one of the largest buildings in the world, still the 16th largest building in the world. Pictures of the Sears Tower on the inside. Sears Tower, right here. Check this out. This was Sears headquarters. So this company that is currently, on the brink of bankruptcy right now, just 40 years. What is 40 years? 40 years is nothing in the span of time. This was their corporate headquarters. That they built this. They had 350,000 employees at the time. and they wanted to consolidate them. Largest retailer in the world by far. And now Amazon is dethroning them. Technology changes things. It changes the world. Amazon makes it convenient and it's efficient. In the crypto space, the dollar fiat currency is what Sears was. I mean, I wouldn't even say in some ways even gold. Crypto technology is going to change everything. You want to be learning about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Why? It's radically efficient. Radically efficient. And it becomes extremely convenient. And it's convenient to a large portion of society right now based on the if you're concerned about the bureaucracy of the banking system. You know, banks aren't very efficient, but they're extremely profitable because banks literally earn fees on top of fees, interest on top of fees. I mean, if you go down their business models, literally, it's like a bank can give you a loan for $1,000. You got to pay them interest back on that. But that loan is considered an asset on their books. So based off the asset on their books that they don't even own, they can lend out more money to somebody else. It creates a house of cards. And to people who are concerned about that, cryptocurrency solves that problem. And it's extremely convenient. People that are worried about banks failing, and in this day and age in developed countries here in North America, no one's really worried about banks failing. But just know, it wasn't that many years ago we had a Great Depression. I know my grandfather personally did not, a lot of the family was shocked to find out that when he had retired, he had saved up a lot of money in cash in his house. And people were shocked. Nobody knew it in the family. My grandma didn't even know it. The number one reason is because he lived through the Great Depression and he always feared banks failing. So it wasn't that long ago that there was a generation that was concerned about financial institutions failing. Today we think that it can't happen because it just can't happen. But even without worrying about the banking bureaucracy and the government bureaucracy and the financial system, cryptocurrencies still have a strong case for convenience, especially as they start getting more and more on and off ramps, meaning it's easier to buy and it's easier to sell. Easier to buy, easier to sell. When you look at things like the BitPay card, it's easier to buy and use with, I'm going to get one of those cards eventually, where you can basically easily spend your cryptocurrency. You loaded it with cryptocurrency, they convert it to dollars, you're able to spend it anywhere you would spend like a prepaid debit card. Or, you look at things like Xcoins. Xcoins is not amazing, but there's, Xcoin, I like it. I use it, by the way. Xcoins.io is a way to be able to buy cryptocurrency with a credit card. One of the few places you can buy cryptocurrency with a credit card. So understand the technology of cryptocurrency. And once you understand the technology, a trustless, verifiable, decentralized system of currency, that is so revolutionary. It's why I invest in this space, because I believe the potential growth is insane. That's not investment advice, but that's my opinion. But it's why I invest in this space. Thank you so much for watching this video. I got to tell you, as it gets easier and easier for people to earn money as well. I mean, back in the day, the only way someone could quote unquote earn was to be able to have someone tip them a little bit of Bitcoin from a miner. Or you could, sign up for faucets and earn a few Satoshi here and there. That's, if you go online and Google how to earn free Bitcoin, how to earn your first Bitcoin, oftentimes you'll come to stuff about faucets. But now we got the crypto browser that's mining Bitcoin for us. It's awesome. That's just, as we see more and more and more on and off ramps, more people becoming aware of it, more mass adoption, people are going to appreciate cryptocurrency. That's why I'm in this space. But here's what I want to tell you. How do you present yourself from succumbing to the fear and uncertainty and doubt in this market? And what the guy said, he said, is you have to focus on the technology. You have to understand the technology, and you have to ask yourself, do you believe in the technology? Do you believe in the value of the technology? And if you do, that's all that matters. Of course, diversify. If you're investing, diversify into assets. And by the way, there's a lot of technologies. I'm going to talk about some technologies and coins that I like, and I keep wanting to make that video, so I just need to get it done. Some of them I'm following, and some of them I'm not. And I think I'll just start a series where a short series where I talk about each one, what I like. Some of them I'm following all of them. Sorry, some of them I've invested in, some of I have not. But I will make a video and I'll start highlighting some of those projects more and more. And I know that I said I wasn't, in one of my videos I said I wasn't going to make a whole lot of more videos about CryptoTab for a while, but there's several things I need to show you, and I'll put that in another video. But I've been calculating how rapid my mining profits have been growing and how exponentially fast that's been compounding. I think that's going to be fascinating to show you. And I want to do a video dedicated specifically to using AdFly to get referrals and talk about that, because I know some of you missed it. I mentioned in another video, some of you have missed it. So I'll do a video specifically about that. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed this content, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell icon. Thank you for watching.